Come alive. And that's the last time we have to sing that. Because what was our theme in 2025? Come alive in 2025. How many of you came alive? So these are all new this is the new setup. I know it's so funny. I noticed you all just went here anyway, even though there's no aisle anymore. But yes, this will be the new setup. Just so you all know, right at the end of this will be a wall on this side, which goes to my office, and then big fellowship area in the middle. So it's very exciting. We're very excited about this. Coming in March. As of March 1st. He's right. It's going to be all done. And building it in February, yes. So how was everybody's holidays? Yes, good? Okay, good. Is there anybody here for the first time today? I didn't see someone for the first time. Great, they're probably still in bed. And welcome to all of you online this morning. So I invite you to stand up and sit down. No, I'm kidding. It's kind of like the Catholic Church. Stand up, sit down, stand up, kneel, stand up, sit down. We'll do that later. Okay, here we go, shall we? Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, one big family. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Okay, say good morning to one another. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. You're all still talking. That's great. So everybody had a good holiday season, yes? It's not over yet, right? You're all still celebrating. In fact, some of the people who aren't here today are still celebrating from last night. So welcome to everybody online as well. We come together as a spiritual community every Sunday, and pretty much every day, I would like to think, to do one thing and one thing only, but don't just answer it. Think for a second. Let's really be intentional about what we say right after this. We come together to do what? What did you say, Lexi? Oh, you did? I don't know why I thought I heard you say to know that I am kissed. And I was like, okay. 2026, kissed. Oh, that could have rhymed. Yeah. No, we come together. I believe we come together because there's an energy. There's a feeling, an emotional feeling, an energy that when you're in a room with people who have that same energy, who believe certain things, that feel a certain way, that live their life from that type of energy, that the more energy you find and you're around, the brighter your life feels, that you just feel so much better and joyful and happy and fulfilled and excited and creative, all of that. I feel that every Sunday when I come here, every single Sunday. Yes, is that right? Don't you all feel that? That, to me, is why we're here. And to celebrate each other. So we also come together, as Lexi does, to know our vision statement, which is, the first one is behind the Christmas tree, which is? Love only. Forgive everything. And the most important one, not that they're less, any of them are less, but this one answers all of it, which is? So our year this year has been to come alive in 25. And I have to say, I was thinking about that this morning. I've been thinking about that all week. Come alive. And there's so much of me that really did come alive this year. So much of me that opened up this year. So much of me that remembered who I was in a very unique, different way. And I'm hoping for you, not that I hope a lot, but I'm knowing for you that you had the same experience this year. And I have a very exciting new year plan for all of us. So I invite you to take a deep breath. So today is our last Sunday of 2025. So it made perfect sense that we would sing, "You Get to Stay in the Middle" between the two of us. I'm not standing next to him. I look very short standing next to him. This is Tiny Tim. Yes, exactly. It's brother. Yes. I don't even remember what I was saying. The 26th, thank you. Yes. So if this is our last service, and it is, this is our last Sunday together in 2025, I'd like you to start thinking about what's next for you. Where do you want to go from here? So just listen to this and see what you feel like. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the sweetest kind of life, to the deepest kind of love. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, and everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to this present moment, here to a new beginning. beginning here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. So what are you ready for as this year starts, huh? I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. You just have to lay it out there. What is it? I'm diving in to the deepest kind of life, to the sweetest kind of love. Get ready, my soul. Are you ready? 'Cause here we go. 'Cause here I go. Deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go. Closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go. Deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go. Closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. What are you ready for, Rachel? I'm diving in to the deepest kind of life, to the sweetest kind of love. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul. So we've already done the, is anybody here for the first time? But I really feel we need to introduce someone who is here, really not for the first time, because I believe that you were here while you were carrying, yes? But still, shall we not introduce the new member of the Pancake Clan? And now he's going to need therapy. No. Tell me, what is the name? Elio. Elio. That's so beautiful. Look at that red hair. Were we expecting red hair? How beautiful. Well, I'm so glad you guys came today, and welcome, and thanks for being here. Yes. Okay, so come on up, Reverend Dr. Thor Chalgren.
I feel like whenever Dr. Julio is here, he's always giving you gifts of hair.
Oh, really? You're giving me a gift? Nice.
I found it. It's a gift.
You know what, Thor? You do give me a gift every time you're here.
Thank you.
Because who you are.
Thank you.
So I had put down in the register special guest for the final Sunday of the year. I just made that. I make this stuff up. But I put special guest because I didn't know who I wanted to end the year with me. And I just thought, no, let's see what I want to do. I may ask somebody from the congregation. Who knows? And then, who was it? Sherry wrote me and went, who's the special guest? I was like, what? Oh, right, I put special guest. And then Brent called me and said, who's the inspiration? And so then I thought about it, and that's totally fine. Yes. Unless you want to be the special guest. Elio is the special...
Earliest, youngest special guest ever.
Ever, yes. And then I thought about it, and I thought, I think I wanted to be Dr. Thor. And the reasoning was because there's no one else who went through this whole year with me the way you did and what you've done for us and the center. And I thought we should all appreciate that today.
Thank you. Thank you. I have to say, I thought for the longest time it was going to be like Dr. Reader or Dr. Patrick are flying in, and they're going to be here, and I was super excited. And then I'm like, oh, it's me.
So we do our last. This is our theme for August, for December,
Yes.
which is
Stillness.
stillness. Sherry said quiet this morning.
Silence.
Silence.
Which worked for her meditation.
And it totally worked. It was one of the most beautiful meditations we've ever had. It was gorgeous. And when you said silence, I was like, no, it's not. And then you started talking, and I went, yes, it is. Stillness, silence, very similar. So how's it worked for you this month? And how are you feeling at the end of this year?
It's interesting. I thought about this recently where I realized for me, I feel like the year is December to December. Because for the last month, I've already been thinking about 26.
Right.
But I kept coming back to stillness and thinking, but I don't want to think too far ahead because I want to be present where I am.
Right.
And it hit me this morning when I was thinking about the theme again. For whatever reason, the idea of, did you ever run track in high school?
Not in high school, but when I got to New York, I started running, and I did. I ran marathons.
Okay, so you know, like, and this is the image that came to me was, if you're running a race, there's that moment when you get in the blocks, and it's complete stillness. Like all of the athletes are quiet. They're in themselves thinking about the race they want to run. And I go, that's kind of how I felt the last couple of weeks, where I'm ready for 26, but I don't want to sort of tune out completely to what's going on.
Right.
And it hit me that when you're running that race, and this was especially true for me, you have to know what kind of race you're going to run. When I ran track, I ran hurdles, but I did the intermediate hurdles.
You got those legs over hurdles?
Well, here's the thing. I did intermediate hurdles, which are like this high. I did the 330 intermediates, not the 110 highs. I could never do that. Like they would do.
You would have to start so far back to get your leg up.
Yeah. Well, and it is all, you have to pace yourself, and you take exactly the right many steps in between the hurdle, and then you lead with your lead leg, and then the rest of your body just follows.
Yeah.
Interesting. You lead with something, and the rest of the body just knows, like, this is what you do to get over the hurdle.
It's like you lead with an intention, and the rest of the universe follows.
Yeah. It was really, I was thinking about that this morning, going, oh my gosh, so much that I'd forgotten about that. But I was doing 330 hurdles, and so I would run a different race than someone who was running the 110. Like, they would sprint super fast, and they had to go way high over those hurdles. And so the lesson for me was, as I go into 26, is really be mindful of what's the race that I'm running, and what's my, and more importantly, don't run somebody else's race. Like if they put me on the track with someone beside me who was running the 110s, they would go much faster than I was. And if I'm sitting there looking at that person going, I'm behind, like, what's wrong? I would be trying to run their race and not run mine. So, and I think that's one reason why you've probably seen this, and everyone, I'm sure, is mindful of the fact that they say, like, by February, everybody's resolutions are gone, right?
Yeah,
they're all gone.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to run somebody else's race. You've decided that I have to do this because everybody else says that this is what you do.
Right.
And then when I'm already behind the guy who's running the 110s, I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just forget it. The race is over.
It's funny, I gave Kevin 2 resolutions I was going to make this morning. Here's what I got back. I said, you know what, in 2026, I'm going to do this. And then I just hear, if only.
Kevin said that?
And it had to do with an email I got from Robbie, yes, that made me laugh out loud. But yeah, we'll see how well I do with this. No.
You're not going to tell people?
No,
I can
I'm not, because
imagine.
then I'd have to do it. No, I'm not going to tell people. I'm going to live it.
So something.
And by the way, I think 2025 was filled with hurdles. Some of them I jumped over, and some of them I toppled over because I hit it.
And you know what the great thing about that is? People often think that if you knock over the hurdle, that somehow you get disqualified.
No,
you don't.
you just lose points.
You lose time. Right, because if you knock it over. So there's the point is, there are going to be hurdles. You may knock one of them over, and it may knock you off stride, but it doesn't mean you're disqualified from the race.
That's great. I love that, yes. That is great. Did you just think this up?
I literally did.
Because you just found out you were inspiration
I did.
10 minutes ago.
Like 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm on
I sent it earlier than that.
I know, but I didn't. I'm like in the holiday mode where
So
I'm
you
not
didn't check
checking
your
my
emails.
email
Got it.
all the
Okay,
time.
okay.
But I look at the drive. I'm like, oh, I wonder if he's put on December or January yet. And then I see it's no longer a special guest. It's my name. So I emailed Sherry and go, I'll be there. Don't worry. But something to what Kevin said makes me think about, and you talk about this in mental muscle, the idea of intention.
Yes.
And intention, if that's maybe more valuable than having a goal or something that...
Oh, definitely. I don't set resolutions. I was kidding him about that. But I do set intentions. And then I realize whether that was an intention or not. Because if it's real intention, backed with expectancy and belief, it happens. But if it's just a wish or a hope or a fantasy, then it may not happen. And intentions should not be left to a mind that says this may or may not happen. If it's an intention, it's done.
It's your story of Dr. Walker saying, if you intend to go to the movies, you'll know it
Keep
worked.
going, keep going.
When you're, it's not.
Go ahead,
it's
do
not,
the whole thing. I want to hear it.
Okay. So the idea is if you can say, I intend to go to the movies, but it's only an intention until you go to the theater, buy the
First, get in your car.
Get in your car.
Drive
to the theater, buy the ticket, walk inside, buy the popcorn, and then go and get in the seat.
And then watch the movie.
And watch the movie,
Yes.
right. As opposed to like I'm on my phone and I'm texting, which just annoys the crap out of me now.
In movie theaters, yeah. That was Dr. Walker, my mentor, my only teacher, really, other than Eric Butterworth. And he gave that talk one day, and I was like, oh my God, that makes perfect sense of what an intention really is. Yeah.
And so for me, one of my intentions in next year is to run a marathon in the fall.
Awesome.
So, but it's
where?
I don't know yet. I'm going to apply for different ones, including New York. But you don't have a very good chance of getting in New York in the lottery unless you qualify.
That's too bad because we're actually thinking of going to the New York Marathon because we have friends running in it.
Well, I may run in it. We'll see if I win the lottery. It depends on my intention.
Do you want to win the lottery?
I do.
Okay. Oh, because your daughter's there.
Yeah.
So Sarah will be able to.
It would be great.
And I'm sure Aaron will fly in and be at the finish line.
Yeah.
We'll all be at the finish line. That would be great. I'm going to set that intention for you too.
But it's only an intention until I'm actually putting in the work and running that.
So make sure
training.
you do that. Yeah. Good. Okay, you heard it here, folks. New York Fall Marathon. We're all going.
I'm already exhausted.
We'll do. Yes. So give us our affirmation.
I believe. Oh, look at that. Oh, clever. Did you see it dissolve there?
Did
Swan,
you
can
dissolve
do
it,
that
Swan?
again?
Do that again.
I love that.
Oh.
Wow. It never did that when I was up there. Way to go, Swan.
She's younger.
She's got more stamina.
And she's figuring things out. Than we
young
do.
people.
Yeah, I don't even
awesome.
try anymore.
No.
I just call Swan in. Yeah.
All right, so this is our affirmation. This is the last time of the year. And I know you guys really want to just be sitting there, but look, the baby is standing up. So if a baby can stand up.
If Elio can stand up in his father's arms.
Please, if you're able, stand up and just feel this. Feel yourself standing there and look at those words. For the last 4 or 5 days of this year, have that intention, that stillness, being open to being that recipient of all the energy of the universe is who you are. And we'll say this one time together and say it however you want. If it feels good to you to say it with gusto, great. If you feel like you want to live the words, that works too. So here we go. I drop into the stillness of my heart. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Dr. Thorpe. That was great. Thank you. maybe I should train for the New York Marathon. That would be really interesting. Okay. So, as I was looking for, it's interesting, as a minister, when you're putting together a Christmas Eve service or a final Sunday in the New Year's service, or if you do New Year's Eve services, which we don't here, it's really an interesting time to figure out, what do I want? Because I'm Mr. Spontaneous. I tend to not try to figure these things out till it's very close to the time I need to do it, because I'm so different every other minute. Don't you find that? Things happen, I want to talk about them. So I really waited till, this is probably the last minute song choice ever. Yeah, so I did not have a song for today because I wasn't sure. And Brent asked me on Friday, he goes, Lori Savage asked me, what is the song? I went, I don't know. I said, I just have not figured it out yet. I said, it's going to be something we did during the year, but I haven't figured out which one yet. And then I was putting my whole talk together for today and realized there was only one song that was going to actually be a perfect song for the thrust of my talk today. So please welcome the Shinnerers.
Read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. I break tradition, sometimes my tries are outside the lines. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way. Staring at the blank page before you, open up a dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else
yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins.
Nate. Oh, were you going to say something? That's good. Yeah, I wanted to ask Nate a question. Beautiful, great. Question. Those lyrics, anything for you?
Those lyrics specifically?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the new year coming, and there's so much to do and so much to experience.
And you go back to school, right?
Yeah, in the few weeks after the year starts. Yeah.
And what you're in Florida.
I am in Florida.
You're in Florida, and you're studying?
Media scoring and music production.
And you're in your sophomore year.
Sophomore year, yeah. It's my
So
second semester of sophomore year.
So you have the rest of the semester and then 2 years.
Yes,
And then what do you think?
And then, I'm not exactly sure yet, but I'm thinking I might come back to LA.
Great.
Yeah.
But whatever it is,
But whatever it is.
it's going to be good and you're going to be successful at it.
Yes.
That's your intention.
That is my intention.
Okay, good. Give it up. Okay. So, the title of my talk today is, I've got it, Swan, I think. That's a wrap. So, obviously it's a movie term, but it's more about your life. You're wrapping up this year, yes? So you're wrapping up this year. At the end of every year, we wrap it up, we look back, we look at the year, we look at the years before, we look at what's going on, we look at ourselves, we look at where we think we're going, and we literally wrap it all up in our minds to figure out what's next. Well, I never expected at the end of my 71st year on this planet, 71 years on this planet, to be wrapping up a home I lived in for 30 years, to be wrapping up Bluebell. And it has really captured my mind and my heart and my soul. It's like everything I do, I wake up and I open my eyes and first thought is, I won't see this for long. And I have this longing in my voice and I'm like, get over it. Or as Dr. Walker would say, get over it, Blanche. And I think he's talking about Blanche from The Golden Girls. So I had to really look at myself and say, what am I wrapping up? And what does it mean for all of us to wrap something up, to end something? And I went and found a whole bunch of quotes that really captured what I was going through. So here's the first one. To wrap things up is to honor what has been without clinging to it. So is it possible for you to look at this year, to look at everything that's happened this year, or even your whole life, to look at your whole life and honor it, but not cling to it, not hold on to it? How many stories are you still telling? How many stories are you still clinging to, still holding on to you? And here's the thing. Every story that's come along has made you who you are. But clinging to it keeps you in that place you were when it happened. So what's the perspective? Because that's the most important thing. So this was a great quote for me. Honor what has been without clinging to it, without holding on to it. I found myself walking through the house, taking notes to tell the architect to build this exact same thing in Palm Springs. And I mentioned it to Kevin. I said, so I think I'd like to do this whole thing here in Palm Springs. He went, wrong color palette. I was like, what are you saying? He says, Palm Springs is going to be much lighter. It's going to be lighter wood. The beams in the ceiling are going to be, I said, we're having beams? He said, yes, but they're going to be lighter because it's a lighter. And I was like, okay, but I'm clinging to it. I'm clinging to what I have that I don't want to let go of. But in clinging, it's very hard to get anywhere when you're holding on to the past, when you're clinging to something else. And that's what we get to talk about today on this last Sunday. Because this next quote, and I love that you did your talk, because look, what we finish shapes what we are ready to begin. So one of the things I want to ask you to do is look at your life this year. Look at what's been going on this year. And look at the things that maybe you really want to be done with, that you really want to let go of, that you've gotten everything you can get out of it. And trust me, if it's some negative situation that you keep retelling over and over and over again, I guarantee you've gotten everything out of it you need to get out of it, except your need to stay in it. That's probably the only thing left. So, what we finish shapes what we are ready to begin. So that made me really ask myself, what is it exactly that I'm ready to begin? I mean, what am I ready to start? What am I ready to do next? Because not a lot is changing. I'm here. I'm staying here. Right now, we're looking for an apartment. Do you know what it's like to live in a house like Bluebell for 30 years and then go look at apartments? We went yesterday and looked at 4 apartments. No, you only saw 3 because you weren't feeling well, and so you stayed in the car. When I went into this other one, I was like, oh my God, even at 20, I would not have rented this apartment. And she was so sweet. She goes, and you get a refrigerator? I was like, oh God. I was like, okay. But we're looking at these apartments that are like 600 square feet, which is like our living room, and it's everything. You could put your bed here, your couch here, your desk here. There's the kitchen's right here, the bathroom's right off the side. And I'm just like, oh, God, okay. Now we're going to maybe look in Westlake Village. We think we might find a bigger apartment out here. So, plus it'd be closer for me, yeah. So here's another one. Endings are merely pauses where meaning settles in. Just think about that. So this idea of wrapping things up, it's just a pause. Take a moment and find out what it all means. Because when I get to that idea of the one before this and I say, what we are ready to begin, I'm in the pause moment. But in that pause, very deep meaning is settling in. As I said, as I'm looking at these apartments, it's like, what do I really want from an apartment? Do I want space? Not necessarily. It's not space I'm looking for. It's a feeling. It's an energy. It's a vibration. We went and looked at one apartment, and before we even got to the apartment, it was very clear we were not renting an apartment in this building. And I had great expectations of this place from what I saw online. And when we walked into the lobby was gorgeous. But as soon as you stepped out of the lobby and went into the hallway, I was like, oh my God. It's like I'm in Costco. It was just, and we know how much I love Costco. And we're walking the hallways, and I was like, well, I don't care what this apartment looks like. I'm not walking in and out of it for the next 5 years of my life. So that was nixed. This idea of endings are pauses. So I'm in a pause mode. And we could all be in a pause mode right now till we hit Wednesday night or Thursday when the new year comes in, right? So pause it a bit and find out what's the meaning of everything that's happened to you up to this point in your life. So I'd like to move from that idea, it's a wrap, it'll all still be about that, to unwritten. What Mindy and Nate just sang. So if I'm in a pause mode, and I'm wrapping things up from my year, from my life, and I'm facing this blank canvas, and I'm wondering what I want to put on it. Many of us leap to the writing, leap to the creating. When this month was specifically themed for us to slow down, to really settle in, to get quiet, to really sit in the stillness, in the meaning of what's going on. So these lyrics that they just sang, staring at the blank page before you, you're all doing that right now. You are all staring at a blank page before you, just like Sunny has in her hand, right? Because you have a new year coming up that you can create anything you want with, unless you decide to just do same old, and you just keep doing the same things over and over and over again, expecting different results, which is the definition of what? Insanity. So, open up the dirty window. For me, that lyric means open up that part of your mind that you have covered with your history, that you have sullied with your history, that you have made kind of blurry with your history because you think you understand all of this. And what life is asking you to do is think again. Establish something new. Figure it out. Listen for the meaning. So let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. And my favorite line, release your inhibitions. How many of you still have inhibitions that you need to release? Every hand should go up. Unless you are willing to use a trapeze and fly naked over the circus, you still have inhibitions. Well, in that case, both hands go up. No, and the reason I say that is, I don't know if you know this, but Meryl Streep, when she was coming out of college, her teacher said something to her about she was too boxed in. She had a lot of inhibitions. She had a lot of, and she took a job where she had to do a trapeze topless over audiences for a season. She shared that. I'm not giving this up on her, but she shared that on a talk show, and everybody when she shared it, everybody was like, the Meryl Streep did a trapeze topless before she became a star? Yes, she did, because she knew she had to get out of herself and stop being so pent up. So what do you need to do? I hope nothing that drastic. And if you do, please don't put it on Instagram. Because back in those days, she had nothing to put it on. No one has proof of this. Well, I don't know, people in the audience might have, who knows. But I realized this about myself. I seem to be, at least one of the things I feel about myself, I seem to be one of the most uninhibited people I know. And yet, I will tell you, there are more inhibitions I need to release. I need to write a new story. I have my old story. Actor turns minister, turns father, turns God knows what else. Entrepreneur, all of those things. Yeah, that's all great. But what's the new story? What do I want to write next? And not a new musical or a new play. What do I want to write about James Mellon next? And what am I afraid to write? And what am I afraid to step into? Because they're the things I should write, and they're the things I should step into. So, Susan Statham, writer, said, your life is your story. Write it well, edit often. There you go, Brad. You'll be very busy this year. So do you edit your life often enough? Or do you stay in the same old, same old? Are you okay? Are you just okay? You know, how many times do you hear yourself saying when someone says, how are you? I'm okay. When I hear that, when people say, my favorite one, how you doing? I'm hanging in there. I always say, let go. Stop hanging. Stop hanging in there. We were not born, we were not raised, we were not meant spiritually to hang in there. We were literally created to let go and let life take you on a journey. That's what I want to write. That's what I want to do next. So I love this quote. The page is not empty because nothing has happened, but because everything is possible. There are two mindsets here. I can sit here and look at an empty page and think I failed. Look back and look at all the things I've done not so well, things I failed at, shows I've written that bombed. As I said that, I was like, that still hurts. Shows I've written that bombed, shows I've written that have succeeded. You know, that the successes I've had in life, the failures I've had, all of that. It's not that none of that has happened, but am I willing to look at a blank page, not conjuring up all this, but understanding who I am, remembering who I am, an infinite field of pure potential, an infinite field of pure possibility and creativity. For that, I'm happy to have the page blank. I'm happy to have the page blank, knowing that I have everything at my fingertips to put whatever I want to put on there. The question becomes, what do I want to put on that page, the next page of my life? And that's for me, but I'm asking it of you. What do you want to put on the page, the next page of your life? I am 71 years old. It was funny coming in. We talked about age, and someone shared with me that they were 88, and they looked so beautiful and young. And I thought, 88? do we tend to think 88 means, okay, I have another 12, 15, 20 years ahead of me? Do I think I have another 30 years ahead of me? You know, my son said, Dad, science is going so fast, I think you'll be here to 150. And I went, I know, but what will this look like? And he said, what do you care? I said, a lot. I said, I'm happy to live here to 150 so long as science has also worked hard at maintaining this look, because I don't want to be that 150-year-old corpse that's still smart, because I'll probably be too depressed. So everything is possible. And there is no timeline, because I'm actually starting to look at that too. Futurizing, thinking about my future, thinking about a 30-year time limit, a expiration date on this body, that can really stymie me. That can slow me down. That can stop me. It can also stop me from making choices that I wouldn't make because I don't think I have the time. I love that we have somebody stepping into ministerial next year who is, I forget how old Don is. What is he, 96? 94. And I asked him, I stupidly asked him, I said, why would you want to do that at 94? And he looked me, without missing a beat, he said, what does age have to do with it? I said, well, he goes, no, what does age have to do with it? And I went, you're absolutely right. He says, I'm going to be a minister. He said, and if it's for a year or 10 years or 20 years, who knows? He said, but it's what I want to do. He said, and if we are eternal life, and I'm going to keep evolving, he said, what do I want to stop short of whenever I am going to leave? It makes great sense. So hopefully one of the things you're thinking about sitting here today is letting go of all of those limitations that you still may have rumbling around in there. So we live in the margins between what was written and what we dare to write next. And I love this book. Most of my books have tons of stuff in the margins. And what do we as metaphysicians use the margins for, but to make sense out of what we're reading? That's what my margins are for, to make sense, to make notes, to lead me even further down the wisdom road. So right now, you have the capacity to make sense of all of this, to have all of that wisdom from it, but turn the page. Turn the page to an empty page and see what there is for you to write next. So I have a question for you today. What will we, as a spiritual community, write next? Because that's heavy on my mind. What will this spiritual community write next? What will we do in this new year? What will we do with a new day? What will the Global Truth Center and whatever it turns into name-wise, which means nothing other than an intention for where we're going, what will we do next? Will we just show up on a Sunday and sing and dance and talk and feel good and make sense out of some stuff going on in our lives? Or will we make a bigger presence in the world? Will we make a bigger impact on what quantum metaphysics could possibly do for people? I got an email last night from someone in New York who said to me, I just saw a snippet of something you said, and it reminded me that I need to start watching your services, because clearly you guys at GTC are trying to move us forward way more than where I am right now. Is that what we're doing? We are moving this teaching forward? It's an important question. There's a blank piece of paper there that this community wants to write on. What will we as a spiritual community write next? And the next question I have for you is this. What will each of us, as an individuation of expressive potentiality, write next? What will each one of us write next in our story? And when I use that, it's a metaphor, writing next. What it means is, what are your intentions? What will you actually do next as someone who has pure potential at the center of their being? The possibility to be anything and anyone you want to be, and anything you want to do. what will be next. Because you could just live your life and whatever comes next, and therefore you're living at the beckon of everybody else's intentions. What the world wants to do, where the world wants you to go. And I don't mean universe as in spiritual mindset. I mean people making intentions that impact you and cause you to do something else. Are you going to be the reaction person, or are you going to be the person that makes decisions and decides and moves forward because you want to, not because you have to, or not because it seems like the best idea? Because in the end, there is no final draft of a life. Your life is not over. No one has written the end on your life yet. No one has written final chapter even of your life yet. And I loved this quote when I came to it. There is no final draft. Final draft is the program I use to write things. I remember, because it's the last Sunday of the year, so I should definitely talk about West Side Story. I remember standing in a music room at the Minskoff rehearsal studios, and it was Leonard Bernstein was sitting at the piano. Stephen Sondheim was to my right shoulder, and Jerome Robbins was over my left shoulder behind. So there's Stephen Sondheim, Leonard Bernstein, and Jerome Robbins. Oh, and Arthur Lawrence, who wrote the book to the play. And I'm standing there as this 25-year-old actor. And they were trying to get the key for the Jet song because Jerry wanted it to go a step higher because I was a tenor, and Lenny didn't want to change it, and I've told that story before. But the one thing I didn't talk about was Stephen Sondheim saying, while we're all here, why don't we talk about that dialogue that you have written for Riff that makes no sense whatsoever? And it didn't. And at 25, I didn't realize no one was talking to me. I should have assumed that being in the room with the hierarchy of the royalty of musical comedy, that I probably didn't really have an opinion that anyone needed to hear. But of course, I'm James Mellon. So I said, well, now that you bring it up, I don't know what I'm saying. It's gibberish. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And I looked at Arthur Lawrence, who wrote that gibberish, and the look I got could have killed me, totally. And he said, really? I said, yeah. What does that mean, rigga-ticka-tum-tum? He said, it's street talk. I went, not on the street, it's not. That doesn't not. So they cut it. And then the next musical that Arthur Lawrence did, which I should have starred in, I didn't get. At the last second. And the last second, it was between me. No, it was just me. I was the only one left in the room. I thought it was mine. And he came up, shook my hand, and said, thanks for coming in, rigga-ticka-tum-tum. And I walked out, and my agent called me and said, yeah, you didn't get it. I went, yeah, I know. I knew the instant he said that to me, and that was La Cage aux Folles, which I would have been in. Yeah, so why do I bring all this up except apparently I saw things to work on. No, I bring it up because that was West Side Story in 1980, which had won the Oscar in 1962, which had opened in 1957, and they were still rewriting it. They were still editing it. I remember out of town in Florida when Jerry came up to me and said, tonight, you're going to do Officer Krupke, and Mark will do Cool, because I'm moving them. They're going to go in different order the way the movie was. And I was like, what? I don't know that song. I was dead during that song. Riff died at the end of Act 1. That was Act 2. I didn't pay attention to Act 2. I wasn't in it. So I had to do it that night because they were still re-editing. So just take that and take a look at your life and ask yourself, are you still editing your life? Are you still working on your life? Are you still willing to change things because you can? No matter what, you can change it. If you are in the worst situation, you can end it and be done with it. Even if you think you can't, go to a spiritual understanding of your life and you will know you can. Whatever it is. This is perfect that I put this picture here today. It kind of looks like Elio a little bit. Yeah? So this is me, if I had blonde hair and blue eyes. And this is me listening to me today, telling myself what my life was going to be. Be brave enough to write a story no one expects. I think I have written a story that people know what to expect from me, even if it's the unexpected. I think, and I think many of us fall into this place, I think I have created a life for myself that was so comfortably secured and grounded, even in my most crazy modes, which I can be really insanity in shoes. No. Really, yeah. This holiday season, selling our home, getting a house in Palm Springs, looking for an apartment, thinking about this church changing, giving up downstairs, everything is going to be different. Everything. And the fact that I was a little bit uncomfortable with that made me realize how much of this I have to look at. I have to be brave enough to write my story from this moment forward in a way that suits me and is not something that is expected of me. And that's to myself, but also it's to you. I really wanted to leave you with that for this coming year. As you've got these next 3 days to just think about. We do on this week of New Year's Eve. We think about what's next, what's the new year going to be. And I know we all have very positive feelings about this new year is going to be amazing. Every year, don't you say that? This new year is going to be amazing. What if it is? What if it's going to be amazing because you're going to change it? You're going to make decisions. You're going to do things differently. You're going to literally throw out whatever floor plans and blueprints you have of the life you think is yours and start opening up that dirty window and looking at that blank page and saying to yourself, what's next? I'm here. I'm available. Universe, take me and put me where you want me and give me the best time ever. How's that for an end of a year? Yes. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's all take a deep breath. Myself mostly. Oh, and if you would take out your, so I think everybody got their end of year giving statements. Thank you all for everything you have given this year. We are racing to the end of the year, which will be Wednesday night. So between now and Wednesday night, I'm asking if you can give an end-of-year contribution to help us get to that black ledger. We are on our way, and people are stepping up, but you don't usually hear me get up here and talk about money and talk about finances. We are still in the red, and I am saying, if you can give an end-of-year gift, that is great. We have a very, what's the word I want to use? Robust budget for 2026. Doug and I are just finishing it up, and the budget looks amazing for where we're going, especially the decisions we made in 2025 really will help us in 2026. So just give it a thought. So let's know this. Give me some pretty music there, Robbie. I think it's Raymond Charles Barker who said, money is God in action. And I believe that. I believe that when we are clear about finances as one of the legs of our table, we are solid. Everything else falls into place. Solid on money, solid on love, solid on creative expression, and solid on health. When our table legs are solid, we can stand and dance and jump up and down, and we are supported. So I know that everything that is given this year to this center has been used well and has been used to move us further and further along in this beautiful journey of understanding what it is to be in this perfect space of divine intelligence. And so I say thank you, and I get out of the way and let this beautiful life continue to unfold perfectly as it always does. Knowing this, I let it be so, as we all say together, and so it is. I've got a roof over my head. That's a funny line this year. I've got a warm place to sleep. Some nights I lie awake counting gifts instead of counting sheep. I've got a heart that can hold love. I've got a mind that can think. There may be times when I lose the light and let my spirit sink, but I can't stay depressed when I remember how I'm blessed. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. So I just invite you now to think about all the things you're grateful for. Think about the many blessings in your life. I will tell you, Mindy is one of my great blessings in my life, and certainly a major blessing to this center. Yes. So really give it some thought. Notice all the good. Notice the blessings that have come into your life. Be grateful for them. Stay focused on those. And then allow your life to unfold from them. I invite you all to just take a deep breath. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. Truly blessed and duly grateful. Thank you, guys. Swan, are there any announcements?
Good morning. It is Sunday, December 28th, and here are your GTC announcements. Coming up next month, Sunday, January 11th, 2026, there will be our annual meeting held at 11:30 a.m. following the service. The meeting will be held in the sanctuary. We thank you all for attending our Christmas Eve service, and we trust that you had a wonderful holiday season, and we wish you a very happy new year. You can always find out what's going on and make a donation using the QR codes you'll find on the back of our monthly theme cards. Use the camera on your smartphone and you'll go right to the calendar and donation pages on our website. Have a wonderful week, everyone.
Thank you, Swan. Letting you all know that the poinsettias that Sherry Verson got us are just gorgeous, and we'd like to sell them. Anyone that would like to buy one, whatever you want to give, see Sherry Verson, and you can take one of these beautiful ones home with you. Although I do want one, Sherry, wherever you are. So pick one, Kevin. Okay. Kids, come on in. Wow, haircut. I love that haircut. Do you like it? Wait, say it again. I said, did you like your haircut? And you said?
Kinda.
Kind of. What don't you like?
I don't know. It just looks worse than my normal hair.
I think it looks really cool. Yeah. Okay, here you go. It looks worse than my normal hair. I say that every time I get a haircut. Anybody else? Yep, we're all the same.
So we started this morning with a guided meditation to feel into seeds of intention that we wanted to set for the coming year. And then they have envelopes that they had pieces of paper they could draw pictures, symbols, colors. They don't have to share with anybody. This is just for them, so they can do it any way that they want to. David drew pictures, and Gemma worked on, because they each got an envelope then to keep it safe and decorate the envelope however they want to. And so if you guys want to talk a little bit about, you could share a feeling that you wanted to experience, or really anything. So anything that you guys want to share. And if you don't want to share, you don't have to, because this is just for you to keep, and you can open it up at the end of next year.
Oh, it's one of those.
Or look at it
That's cool.
throughout the year if you want to remember what's important to you.
Okay. Do you want to say something?
I put on the cover of mine the man behind my heart, that stands for heart, because when Miss Shauna asked me to picture a seed, I could not picture a seed on how much I tried. I pictured a little stick figure running around showing me my dreams of what I want to do. So that's kind of why I did that.
So that's the man behind my heart.
Yeah.
That's hysterical. That's great. And this, did you get this for Christmas?
I got the I'm just gonna call it gear, but I did not get the dog for Christmas.
Oh, you got the, what is this called? We have one too. The harness. Right. That is so beautiful. Okay, your turn.
I left mine in the room.
That's okay. What did it
But
do?
what?
What did it do for you? Did you?
What kind of things
Come on out here so
were
I
you
can.
wanting to experience
Yeah.
next year?
Yeah. What do you want? What do you want next year to be about?
Me being happy.
Being happy. Great.
Money.
What?
Money.
Oh, money. What is next year going to be about? Money. Anybody else? Who wants money next year? Raise your hands high. See that? You just set an intention for the whole congregation. And you mean more money, not less, right?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, here's your dog. Okay, guys, thank you for coming up. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Where did Rachel go? Is she right there? I wanted to bring the baby up on stage so you could all really see Elio. Elio. This is a great name, but there's a fuller name, right, than Elio? Elio Beganamini Pancake. Okay, talk amongst yourselves. Yes, right. Consciousness on demand. Thank you, Swan. Dr. Kirby and Craig Lincoln. So, you guys, who's going to be where? Craig? Craig's going to be in the meditation room. Kirby will be in what will soon be my office. Yes, good. Okay, come on up, guys. Oh, grab your thing, yeah. Just want to make sure. Oh, Rachel, come up for a minute. I know you hate coming on stage, but would you, both of you? No, both of you. Yes. With your prop. Yeah, that's funny. I'm just helping you. Hi. How are you? You were here before, but you weren't really visible yet. Hi. Do you know what that is? I always like to see if a baby reaches for the microphone. We have a public speaker. Do you want to say something?
He's very vocal. It's true.
You're very vocal, yes. Oh, can I grab your finger? Nope, don't touch me. Okay. So how is motherhood?
Good. So far, so good. I like it. Yeah.
You're having and
Love it. Best time of my life.
best time of your life. Are you guys getting sleep?
9-hour time change is a wild ride.
Oh, right. When did you get here?
Like day before yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hi, and what about you? Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping sometimes? No. No? Well, thank you for coming here and visiting us. Oh,
Sorry, he was
Did you just burp? That's okay. You can burp. So anyway, I just wanted you all to see how beautiful. Thank you for coming up. Yes. Good. Okay, so everybody take a deep breath. Talk about newness and rebirth and all of that. Where are you? You can stand there. Even you look short. Okay, Kevin, I invite you all to stand. Happy, happy, happy New Year. I will send out an e-blast on Wednesday with the theme for 2026. I'm not going to announce it today. I was going to, but I'm going to just send out an e-blast so that you all get it in time to start the new year with it. Okay? And this is for you to let go of 2025.
There was a time in my life thought I had to do it all by myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God, it was at hand. And now I can say,
what are you going to say?
if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you've got to let it go.
Let it go, everybody. Let this whole year go.
Let it all go. And this is what you've got to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here as God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here as God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here as God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here as God. Here we go. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here as God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here as
Last time for this year.
God.
Happy New Year, everyone.